Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of my New York Jets Connected franchise on the Xbox One here on Klein92 TV. Heading into week 3 of the 2014 season, we will be playing the Chicago Bears, but before playing that game, I'm going to pull off this trade. I'm going to trade our cornerback Kyle Wilson and a 4th round pick for the 2015 draft for Charles Clay. I am a huge fan of Charles Clay. I like the rough way he plays, and I think he's going to be a perfect addition to this Jets team. Now we have 3 amazing wide receivers that we can give the ball to at any time. We got Larry Fitzgerald, Eric Decker, and now Charles Clay. As long as Geno Smith can give those guys the ball, we will be okay in this game. Speaking of Geno Smith, he actually has the starting spot in this game. Last episode he was injured, so Michael Vick was the starter, but now that he is fully recovered, he is taking back the starting position, and this is an extremely important game for Geno Smith because although he is starting in this episode, he has not won back the starting position. He needs to prove to us that he can connect with these wide receivers, and if he cannot do that, then Michael Vick is just going to take the position back. But look at this play. We were making a great drive downfield. I thought we were going to be able to get a field goal or a touchdown, but a bad route and bad decision by Geno Smith. He would end up passing the ball to Charles Tillman, and now he is celebrating in our end zone. The score is 7-0, and that is definitely not the way that we wanted to start off this game. After the Jets went 3 and out, the Bears would get back the ball, and they're starting to make a drive onto our side of the field. We do not want to be down by 2 scores this early in the game, because if we go down by 10 or 14 points, it's just going to be tough to come back. We're going to be playing catch up for the rest of this game. And as this gameplay footage is going on, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my channel itself. In case you guys don't know this, the original purpose of this channel was to play The Sims 3. I was a huge Sims 3 fan about a year or 2 ago, and I am still a fan of the series. I'm just not as big of a fan as I was then. So I realized a couple days ago that The Sims 4 was released, and that really intrigued me because I was such a big fan of The Sims 3. I want to see if The Sims 4 can meet up to the expectations that its predecessor set. And although the game did get me interested, I have not bought it yet. I'm considering asking for it for Christmas because I do not want to pay $70 for that game. But when I do get it, I want to know if you guys want to see a series with that game. Obviously, my audience is very different from the audience I had a year ago, so you guys are probably more interested in my sports commentaries and that kind of thing. But I just want to get a feel for what you guys are interested in, and would you guys even watch something if it was Sims 4 related? I'm not doing this for views, but obviously a series is not as fun if no one is really watching it, so you guys can go into the comments below and tell me what you think about a Sims 4 series. When I do that series, it will probably be a mini one. It may be something like a create a sim or me building houses, or I may just make a review for the game itself. So that's all I have to really say about channel news. There are a couple big things coming up in the NFL. This is obviously week 1 of the NFL regular season. I am so excited for week 1. I'm a Giants fan, and I'm pretty sure the Giants are playing Monday night, and also I'm a big fantasy football guy, and I'm pretty confident in my team this year. One thing that I am actually doing differently this year in fantasy football is having 3 starting wide receivers. In my league, you have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex spot that you can put a running back or a wide receiver at, and this is the first year ever where I have 3 wide receivers instead of 3 running backs. And that format is a little bit weird to me. My 3 wide receivers are Julio Jones, Larry Fitzgerald, and Antonio Brown. In my opinion, Brown is probably the worst out of those 3 guys, and I am considering swapping him out for Trent Richardson at the flex spot, but I just don't really know right now. Anyways, enough about fantasy football. Let's get into the gameplay of this video. The score is 17-7. We have not started off the game very well. Ever since that pick 6 at the beginning of the game, the Jets offense has been pretty out of sync, but now we have the ball on the 3-yard line, 3rd and 2, and Arian Foster runs up the middle and gets a touchdown. The score is now 17-14. At one point in this game, we were down 14-0, so it's good to see that although we started off the game bad, we have been able to come back and made it only a 3-point game. So with 10 seconds left in the first half, I just want to air out the ball at this point, try to get some good field position. He throws it to the left side, and there is Geno Smith's 2nd interception on the day, and Geno's ability to throw the ball will definitely be tested in this game. Going into the second half, we are doing better in passing yards and time of possession, but just like last episode, we are having difficulty running the ball, so that is something I want to improve going into the second half. Both teams struggled offensively at the start of the 3rd quarter, so we're going to fast forward all the way to 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Jay Cutler is back. He's thrown it to the left side. side, and Brandon Marshall is wide open. Our defense cannot afford to leave him that open. He is definitely a top 5 wide receiver in the league, and if we can't stop him, there is no way we have a chance of winning this game. There is now under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The Bears are passing in this situation. Jay Cutler is finding Josh Morgan, who gets within the 10-yard line. They have it at the 2-yard line, and I have no idea why they're passing in this situation, but there's their answer. Brandon Marshall can make catches at any point on the field. It doesn't matter if you're at your own 2-yard line or the opponent's 2-yard line. Brandon Marshall is going to do whatever he can to pick up some yards. The Jets are running a screen play right here, and look at Arian Foster going down the right sideline, getting onto the Bears side of the field. First and 10, Geno Smith is back. He's looking long. He's passing it downfield to Charles Clay, who gets into the end zone. He's celebrating down there, and I have no idea how he was able to pick that ball up. I thought that was going to be intercepted because of the way the defender was positioned, but luckily he was able to catch the ball and get the touchdown. But look at the very next play. The Bears are running the ball. They get it all the way from their own 36-yard line all the way up to our 14-yard line. That is a 50-yard run. On the following play, they get a touchdown, and they scored in just 2 plays on that drive. So after a drive like that, the Jets are going to want to come out and make a good drive, score a touchdown here. Geno Smith throws it, and he throws it right to Charles Tillman. He gets the interception. He's at the 25-yard line. He jukes in and gets tackled, and that's the last thing we needed to happen in that situation. Hopefully we can stop the Bears to a field goal and prevent them from taking a 17-point lead. So Alshon Jeffrey takes the Bears to the 13-yard line. Now Cutler is passing to Jeffrey again, and he gets into the end zone. The Bears have opened up a 17-point lead, and that is a huge part due to the Jets' poor play on the offensive side of the ball. So many of the Bears' scores in this game have come due to bad turnovers by the Jets. So now down by 17 with 7 minutes left in this game, we need the ball in our hands. We need to stop the Bears, get the ball, and score a touchdown. But look at this play. I thought I had the tackle there. The running back just stiff-armed him away. That play will result in a touchdown, and the Bears are just demolishing us at this point. They have opened up a 24-point lead. At this point, we're playing for pride's sake. Geno Smith is back. He's thrown it to Eric Decker, and he gets it all the way to the 50-yard line. Decker really struggled to get involved in the offense of this game. Just like last game, it seemed like our primary wide receiver was Larry Fitzgerald, and of course, as I say that, he's making an incredible catch on the left side of the field. And on that play, Decker was running a curl route, and Geno Smith was able to find him perfectly. Now at the 12-yard line, Geno Smith is running the play action. He's throwing it end zone, and Decker catches it in the back left area of the end zone. Touchdown, New York Jets, but this may be too little too late. We are still down by 18 points, but we're going to go for 2 to make it a 16-point game. Who knows, we could get 2 more touchdowns, and look who is wide open at the back corner of the end zone. We get that to go, and it is only a 16-point game with 3 minutes left. With under 2 minutes left, the Bears now have the ball. It is 3rd and 10. They're going to run it and try to waste out the clock. They will not pick up the first down. We call a timeout, and we get the ball. Under 2 minutes, and we need 2 consecutive scores. Geno is in the pocket. He's going deep to Larry Fitzgerald, and it's another interception. I think that's Geno's either 3rd or 4th interception on the game. With 5 seconds left, I thought we could do just another Hail Mary just to see if we could get one more score. And look at this. Geno Smith gets his 5th interception. That is just an embarrassing performance by the New York Jets. The game will end with a final score of 45-29. We had 5 interceptions. We just cannot afford to do that, and we will just not have a winning record if we continue to have so many turnovers. And because Geno Smith played so poorly in this game, we will be starting Michael Vick in the next episode just because he seemed to play better in his opening game compared to Geno Smith, and he does not have as big of a turnover issue. So at the beginning of this Jets series, we've had a pretty rough start. We are 0-2 in the first 2 episodes. Our record this season is 1-2 thanks to the simulation. Hopefully the simulation will be generous again and give us another win. Looking at the top plays from this game, a lot of the touchdowns just seem to be from poor defense and scores off turnovers. So the next game I play, one thing I want to try to do differently is to do more audibles both with the defense and the offense, just so that way I'm mixing up my plays a little bit more. So looking at the final game stats, Geno Smith had 5 interceptions, whereas Jay Cutler only had 1. We're going to simulate week 4 up against the Detroit Lions. They are 2-1 and we are 1-2, and luckily for us, we end up beating them, so our record is 2-2. Next episode, we will face the San Diego Chargers, who have yet to win a game. Anyways, I hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. Be sure to have a great day. God bless you guys.